What's up everybody, it's No More Op 4. Quick video today on sharpening knives and the tools that I use to sharpen my knives. Now, as you can see, I've got a couple different knives here and a couple different tools. Obviously, anyone that's serious about the outdoors should have at least some equipment to sharpen a knife, because no matter how expensive a knife that you buy, after extended periods of use, it is going to get dull, and the only way to fix that is to know how to sharpen the blade. To overview the tools that I'm using today, I've got a Norton Waterstone. This is a combination 1000 grit and 220 grit stone. Grit basically just refers to the smoothness or the roughness, I guess I should say, with the 220 of the stone itself. It's just like sandpaper. You start with a lower grit and work your way up. And this was submerged. I submerged that for about a half an hour. Most stones, 10 to 20 minutes, just whatever the manufacturer recommends, to allow the water to soak into the stone, and then you'll be ready to get to work. You may have to reapply water as you continue sharpening. The other tool that I'm using is this Smith's Diamond Edge. It's got a fine edge and a coarse edge. This is 250 grit and this is 750. Like this because it's easy to pack, and this can be actually brought into the woods with you. We'll talk a little bit more about these once we get into the sharpening process. One thing I want to reiterate quickly before I go into the actual sharpening process: there are a lot of different variations between different blade types and different manufacturers. They all use different grind types, and they're all going to have their own process for the angling of the edge. What I'm going to recommend, if you're just getting into this and you're new to it, just try to replicate whatever they originally intended the angle and the grind to be. Obviously, they put a lot of R&D into what works best for the intended application of the knife, and if you stick with that, you should be fine. So I've soaked the stone already. From here, what I'm going to recommend, just move these out of the way. When you start, the first thing you want to do is find the approximate angle that you're going to be using to sharpen. If you can't feel it, the best thing to do is just put your head down and slowly tilt the knife until it's on the angle that the original edge is. You can see I'm here right now, and you can, if you look really close when you actually do your own sharpening, if you use a stone, you'll see that. The next step, and then there's many different variations to this. You can do, I'm obviously going to do the push method. There are some people that do a pull method. As I just did right there, I did the whole knife. There are people that do it in sections. There's nothing wrong with any of those techniques. The main recommendation that I can make during this process is, one, you don't need to apply death pressure onto the top of the stone for this. All you need to do is just a little bit of light pressure, maintain consistency of the angle, and patience. Those are the three keys, in my opinion, to knife sharpening. One other thing, you do at some point want to switch up sides, and I'm going to do that now. There are people that do 5 and then 5. That's up to you. Obviously, just be cognizant of the fact that you do have to sharpen both sides of the knife. So again, with this lower grit, the main goal is going to be to remove imperfections along the edge of the blade. I'd show you, but I'm going to have a problem with the camera zooming in that close. But basically, just eye very closely where there are any imperfections or damage areas. There are some up here that I'm in the process of working on. Right now, with this lower grit, you'll remove those, and the next level is when we'll worry about getting it razor sharp. Inspect the blade as you're going along, as you're sharpening, and all of the major points that I wanted to work on have been smoothed over. So at this point I'm going to switch over to the finer grit. I will reapply some water onto this one, although this side will not lose the moisture as fast as the other one did. And then same principle over here. It's just going to be a finer grip, so we're going to get a nicer edge on the blade. Find the angle. After a while you'll just be able to feel it. Your memory will kind of take over. So once I'm done with the knife on the Waterstone, I will use the fine side of the diamond edge. This is maybe just a personal preference, I don't know. In my opinion at least, I think these take an edge off, or they take an amount of metal off the knife faster than the stones do. Now I bring this out in the woods with me because it's good, collapses, and it gives you a good edge when you need it, but I feel like it takes a lot of metal off. If I'm at home, I've got the time, I'm going to do it on the stone and then just come to the fine edge of this for any problem spots and just to kind of fine tune it. So let's see if she's sharp yet. I think we're pretty sharp. Before I started, I was barely even able to crinkle the paper. So, and let's try straight down. Yeah, that's not as good of a test, but pretty sharp. So that's it for me today, guys. Again, quick video just on how to sharpen. Also, keep in mind, a lot of different options out there for sharpening equipment, a lot of different types of knives. Just do your research beforehand, you'll be fine. As always, this is No More Op 4. Stay safe and sharp. I'm out of here.